Now we are going to do the revision of chapter number 4, that is pronouns. So what are pronouns? So the words that replace nouns are called what? Pronouns. So I can say that they replace what? They are used in the place of nouns. So pronouns are used in the place of nouns, right? So we have 6 types of pronouns. We will be studying 6 types of pronouns in this chapter. So let's see what are they. Okay, so first one is personal pronoun. Second, possessive pronoun. Okay, third one is reflexive pronoun. Fourth is relative pronoun. Fifth one is demonstrative pronoun. And the last one is interrogative pronouns. Okay, so these are the 6 types of pronouns that we will be studying. So the first type of pronoun, that is personal pronoun. When we are replacing the name of person, place, animal or thing, that time we will be using personal pronoun. Okay, so I can say this have first person, second person and third person. Now who all are they? So first person, let's suppose if I am speaking, then I am first person, I am speaking to you, then you are the second person, and the person about whom we are speaking, about the whom we are talking about. So that is what? That is the third person. So first person would be the words that would be used are I, we, me. These kind of words we will use for first person. When I am moving to second person, then we will be using you, yours, these kind of words. But when we are talking about the third person, so words we will use, the nouns, the pronouns that we will be using is he, she, it. So these kind of pronouns we will be using for the third person. Okay. Now moving to the second type of pronoun, that is possessive pronoun. When we talk about possessive pronoun, so possessive itself is telling that we will show the ownership of something. Okay, so when we are talking about the ownership of something, that I can say that this pen is mine. So mine is showing what? The ownership of this pen, that this pen belongs to me. Okay, so this is what? This is mine, is again an example of possessive pronoun. Now when we move to reflexive pronoun, what we talk about? I can say that the subject of the action is also, the doer of the action is also the receiver of the action. Okay, when the doer and the receiver both are same, we will be using the reflexive pronoun. Like I can say, I hurt myself during dance practice. I can say like that I am the only one who is doing the who is receiving the action also. So for I we will be using myself, for he, himself, for her, herself. Okay, so like this we are using the reflexive pronouns. Now when we move to the fourth one, that is relative pronoun. When we are adding something, we are giving an additional information about something, that time we use relative pronoun, like which, whom, that, who. So these are what words? These are used as a relative pronoun also when we are not asking a question. Okay, so when we are adding an additional information, that time these words are relative pronoun. Now when we move to the fifth one, that is demonstrative pronoun. What are these? So demonstrative pronouns are those pronouns when we are pointing out to something specific, like this pen is near me. Okay, so I will say this pen. Okay, so this is my pen, I am saying like that. So here I am talking about the thing which is near to me. If let's suppose this pen is kept far away from me. So I will say that. Okay. So when we make the plural of this, then what will come? These, and the plural of that would be those. Okay. So now moving to the last type of pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun. So interrogative pronoun, interrogative itself says what? When we ask questions. So when we are asking questions, the WH family that we are using, these are what categorized in interrogative pronouns. So I can say who, whom, which, what, when. These are some examples of interrogative pronouns. Now I am going to take some of the examples of your book only. Okay. So you can open your books to page number 15 for that. From that page only the exercises are starting. First we will see the example of personal pronoun. Okay. So the sentence I am going to pick from your book only. The little girl started crying whenever her mother left dash alone. Okay, so in this sentence, who is the subject? That is a little girl. So what I am talking about, whenever her mother left, her alone will come, because I am talking about a girl over here. That is why what we will be using here, her. Okay, let's suppose if in this place I can say the little boy, then what you will write over there, him will come, because we are talking about a male, right? The subject is changed now. That is why we will be using him. Okay, so now moving to the another example. So we will take the example of possessive pronoun now. So I can say the ball is mine. So here mine is representing what? Possessive pronoun. Okay, so like that, his, hers will come, theirs will come. So these are some examples of possessive pronoun. Okay, now moving to the third one, that is reflexive pronoun. We will be seeing the example of reflexive pronoun now. Ria hurt dash during karate practice. Okay, so you can see when we are talking about reflexive pronoun, the doer and the receiver of the actions are same. So who is the doer? Ria. Now the receiver of the action would be also same. Ria would be only the receiver of the action. So what we will write? Ria is what? A girl. So that is why we will fill the blank with herself, right? If I change the subject with Ram, then the doer of the action will change. Okay, it will become a male. So for males, what I will write? Himself. Okay, so if I change this subject from Ria to Ram, Ram is the subject. In place of Ria, I am writing Ram. So what will come? Himself will come. Okay, when we are talking about animal, when we are talking about one animal, we will use itself. But when we are talking about more than one animal, then we will be using themselves. Okay, now moving to the fourth one, that is relative pronoun. Okay, so let's see how are these relative pronoun used in a sentence. Okay, so the girl dash fell from the stairs yesterday is my sister. Okay, so the answer for this one would be what? We are using what? The relative pronouns examples are what? That, which, who, or I can say when. So these are examples of relative pronouns, because I fell from the giving the additional information about the girl to about the specific girl we are talking. Okay, so we will write who. Okay, so the girl who fell from the stage yesterday is my sister. Okay, so who is what? Who is not used as a question in this sentence. That is why who is a relative pronoun. Don't get confused between relative and interrogative pronouns. Okay, now the fifth one. Fifth one is demonstrative pronoun. So now we will see the examples of demonstrative pronoun. Whose shoes are dash. So what will come? This or these, because shoes is plural, we will be using these over here. If in the place of this one I can say whose pen is dash, then what will come? This will come, because the subject is what? With a singular, that is why. Okay, so in this blank what will come? These. Okay, now the last type of pronoun example we will be taking, that is interrogative pronouns. Okay, moving to the last type of pronoun, right? With dash will you go to the market? Okay, with dash will you go to the market? I am asking a question, right? This is a question being asked when we are talking about interrogative. A question will come. So some examples, some examples of WH words, that is who, whom, which, what. So these are examples of interrogative pronoun when we are asking a question, right? So what will come in this sentence? With whom will you go to the market? So we are asking a question over there. So this sentence is of interrogative pronoun. Okay. So I hope you have understood it well. Thank you.